Excellent. Hello.
Okay, so here's the people watching us in Mexico. As I was telling you, I want to give you a nice warm welcome here to the Mexico-China Center and the iHub Tech. Mr. Li Yong, thank you for being here. Mr. Wang, Ms. Wang Xingjie, thank you for being here. Mr. Zhang Huwei and Zhou Hongxing, thank you all for your time today. This is a very special place. This is a collaboration between Mexico and China, the Tec de Monterrey, Monterrey and the Zhejiang government. So this is first of its kind. This place where we can collaborate. In this, you already saw our showroom. We are collaborating to jointly develop science and technology projects. Science developed in Mexico and other countries in Latin America, to bring them to China and do collaboration. And actually you will see Mr. Wang, he will introduce some of the projects that have already started working. So Mexico and China have a very long history of friendship. In recent years, the collaboration has been better and better with trade, with tourism, education, but it has not been done like this before. We haven't started collaborating in science and technology, and so that's what we're doing here. And in this year has shown us with the crisis of the coronavirus, this year has shown us that we cannot go forward if we don't collaborate between countries and if we don't develop new knowledge together. So this is a place that can be a hub for collaboration between several countries and collaboration for developing new knowledge, new science, new technology for the future. Yes. So today we are here in the open ceremony. We will have several events this week and also next week. We will be showing projects from Mexico and other countries. We will be having several discussion panels on innovation and technology between Latin America and China. Now I would like to introduce you to Mr. Arturo Molina. Arturo, hello. He is our Vice-rector of Research and Technology Transfer, National Director. So he will, I want to give his space to start speaking so he can introduce the Tech University for you. Arturo?
Yeah, thank you very much, Alfonso, and welcome to the Hub Mexico-China Tec de Monterrey. This project began 3 years ago with the idea of foster the exchange of knowledge, the technological innovations, and also the culture of entrepreneurship between Mexico and China. Tec de Monterrey is the largest private non-profit university in Mexico. We have more than 90,000 students, 8,000 professors, and we have 26 campuses in 20 cities in Mexico. And also we have different offices in Latin America, Europe, and in Asia. But the innovation hub that we launched last year is unique in its sense that is the first off-site place of Tec de Monterrey to undertake research, technology transfer, product development and technology development, and also entrepreneurship initiatives. The idea is to have this hub not only to support the initiatives of Mexicans in China, but also of Latin American entrepreneurs and researchers and people who wants to do business in China. We welcome you to our hub, and we really want to continue this endeavor with our strategic partners like Hangzhou Dianzi University. I send my regards to Mr. Wang, and also with the government of Yang that has helped us to make this dream a reality for Tec de Monterrey. Welcome again to our hub, and we will continue these discussions further. Thank you.
Arturo, thank you. Thank you very much for your words. Now, as Mr. Molina just said, this is an ongoing collaboration project. We just started, the main idea started 3 years ago only. We have been here for only a little over 1 year. This place that you see was opened on May of 2019. And we only have just more than, a little bit more than 1 year, and we had the coronavirus crisis, but even in such a short time, we have managed to start several projects, and there are several ongoing projects already in talks with Chinese universities, research centers, and companies. So this is, there has been a lot of interest from both the Mexican scientists and the Chinese counterparts. And we want to have, want to make it very clear that this is just the first stages, and we think it will have a very bright future very soon. Now, our next speaker is Ambassador Lorena Larios. She's the head of the Mexico Consulate in Shanghai. So she has also some introductory words for you. Please welcome Ms. Lorena Larios. Hola, Lorena.
Buenos días. No se escuchaba bien, perdón, Alfonso. ¿Me estaban dando la palabra a mí?
Sí, para ti.
¿Sí? A ver.
La traducción la van a hacer allá directo.
Aquí está Patricio conmigo.
Ok.
Muy buenos días a todos y buenas noches en la Ciudad de México.
各位中国的朋友们，早上好！各位在墨西哥参会的这个同事们，你们晚上好。
¿Se escucha bien?
Sí, perfecto.
Pregunta Patricio.
大家能够听到我们说话吗？
Sí, se escuchan.
Quiero darles a todos un saludo muy especial de parte del canciller Ebrard y del embajador Bernal. Para nosotros, como representantes de México en China, estamos viviendo un momento privilegiado por la intensa cooperación que hemos desarrollado en los últimos meses en el contexto de la pandemia y en el tema de cooperación internacional, que es para nosotros fundamental en este momento. Este seminario es un elemento sustantivo y crucial.
首先，代表墨西哥外长和墨西哥驻华大使向大家表示最诚挚的这个问候。应该说，我们现在和中国之间加强这个科学和技术方面的交流与合作是正逢其时的。那么，尤其今天的这个论坛，应该说也是就是非常的有意义。我们希望通过这样的一些活动，能够进一步的增进两个国家在这个领域的一些这个交流和深度的互相的了解。
China y México tienen una asociación estratégica integral, uno de cuyos pilares es la cooperación en materia de ciencia y tecnología.
我们都知道，中国和墨西哥之间是有这个全面战略合作伙伴关系的。那么，我们想在这个全面战略合作伙伴关系中，一个非常重要的支柱就应该是科学和技术这个领域。
Esta cooperación en ciencia y tecnología se desarrolla en 3 vertientes principales. La primera, como ya lo dije, es en el contexto de la pandemia, del combate y mitigación del COVID-19.
应该说现在的话，两国之间的这个科技的这个合作和交流啊，还是有很多的方面、很多的侧面的。其中一个就是应对现在目前这个我们全人类都在共同面对的这个新冠的这个疫情。
La segunda es la cooperación técnica y científica en temas tradicionales, cuyo intercambio se desarrolla en mecanismos especiales de reunión que han desarrollado los dos países. Y la tercera es en materia de innovación.
第二个领域应该说我们就是讲的，应该叫是这个科技的传统的这个领域，这个一些合作，尤其是两国之间从这个政府层面到下面的这个民间的层面。 应该说有很多的这方面的会议和活动，来加强这方面的互动。那么第3块应该是在这个创新的这个领域。
Uno de los componentes fundamentales en esta nueva arquitectura de la cooperación internacional es la consolidación de alianzas con socios locales. Con socios locales como el Hub de Tec de Monterrey en Hangzhou, como las universidades chinas que están participando, por supuesto el Tec de Monterrey, y otro elemento importantísimo son las compañías chinas que tienen intereses en México o en América Latina.
尤其我们非常高兴的看到，现在这个周末之间这个科技的交流和合作已经进一步的渗透到了就是本地的这个企业或者说这个应用方面的这样的一个层面。那么当中我们看到今天这个会议的这个主办者东道主也就是这个 Tec Monterrey 的杭州的这个创新中心，像这就是一个非常鲜活的一个例子。应该说这个蒙特雷科技大学整个的来说，在这个周末的科技交往和科技的这个合作当中是扮演着一个非常活跃的一个角色。那么另一方面还有不可或缺的就是我们也看到有很多的这个中国的企业，尤其是民营啊等等这样的一些企业，也是在参与到这个其中，这一点对我们来说也是意义非常的重大的。
Pero como decía, el interés y el compromiso de México en fortalecer los espacios de cooperación en materia de ciencia y tecnología con China no se queda nada más en lo bilateral. Es decir, no se queda nada más a nivel México-China gobiernos, sino se extiende a América Latina. Les puedo dar como ejemplo, la semana pasada hubo un seminario de 21 países de América Latina en el marco de CELAC, y el ministro de Ciencia y Tecnología de China. Este seminario fue convocado por México y se emitió una declaración conjunta en la cual se van a fortalecer y a desarrollar proyectos específicos entre las dos regiones.
而且我们看到，就是墨西哥政府对于这个中墨之间科技交流与合作的重视，不仅是停留在这个双边的层面上面，墨西哥政府也在积极的把整个的拉美地区能够和中国在这个科技方面能够引起一些这个合作，碰撞出更多的这样的一些火花。那么最新的这个例子是在这个9月30号，第2届这个中拉科技创新论坛是以线上的方式举行。那么中国的这个科技部的部长王志刚先生，还有包括墨西哥，还有整个的这个叫拉美和加勒比地区组织的其他的成员国都出席了这样的一个会议。而墨西哥呢，正是以这个他当时这个拉美和加勒比地区组织轮值主席的这样的一个身份，来协调和召集起了这样的一次会议。那么这样呢，就是把中国和整个拉美地区在这个科技合作方面，就是开辟了一个新的窗口和渠道。
Para concluir esta primera intervención, quiero darle las gracias a Alfonso Araujo que nos haya invitado a participar y de nuevo saludar a todas las autoridades chinas y los representantes de universidades y por supuesto a los compañeros que están en México del TEC y de la Secretaría de Economía.
在结束这个今天的这个简短的讲话之前，我再次的感谢这个Alfonso Araujo邀请我参加这样的一个会议，再次的感谢中方的很多朋友们、很多这个领导，包括李局长、包括王书记，你们出席今天这个活动。那么也非常高兴，就是我们和这个 Tec Monterrey 在墨西哥的这些同事们，能够以这样的一种形式在空中进行交流和见面。
Muchas gracias, Lorena.
谢谢大家。
Muchas gracias. Thank you very much to Ambassador Lorena Larios from the Consulate General in Shanghai. Next, I would like to introduce to you Ms. Patty Mora, my boss in Mexico. Patty.
Hello.
She is the head of our Technology Transfer Office in Mexico. So she's my direct boss, and she also would like to address you and introduce our next speaker from Mexico. Thank you. Patty?
Thank you. Welcome. Only to say that this LATAM-CHINA innovation journey is 2 weeks event to connect us, sharing conferences, pitches, investment initiatives, and also talent. So in order to consult the program for the next days, please check the Zoom chat here, and also our social networks to connect in the next days. To begin with this journey, I would like to introduce Mr. Leonardo Álvarez Córdova, who is the General Director of Innovation, Services and Internal Trade in Ministry of Economy in the Mexican government. He is going to give us a speech. Welcome, Leonardo.
Thank you very much. Good morning in China. Good evening in Mexico City. And I want to thank the Tec de Monterrey for the invitation, and also acknowledge the help of the Ministry of Foreign Relations.
¿Lo escuchas? Porque yo lo escucho claro.
I think you need to adjust your micro, Leonardo.
We can hear Mr. Leonardo very well here.
You can hear?
Can you hear me, Patty?
Okay.
I don't know if you're listening. Can you hear me?
We can hear you very well here in China. Yes.
Okay. Should I keep going?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. Well, I want to thank Tec de Monterrey for the invitation, and now acknowledge the work and the help of the Ministry of Foreign Relations, Ambassador Lorena Larios, and all the good work they are doing in China. And also, I'm very happy to share this space with all our Chinese counterparts from the Chinese universities. I think this is a great moment to share what we are doing in terms of innovation. And I want to give a view of what we are doing in the Ministry of Economy in Mexico City. I'm going to be sharing the screen. Let me know if that starts working. Sharing screen. Okay, I have many things to choose from. Now I think I chose the right one. Are you looking at my screen?
Not yet, Leonardo.
Okay.
Do you need help?
Any change now? Oh, chair. Okay. Now that you should be looking at my screen. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Well, as a result of the COVID pandemic, innovation, digitalization, and the digital economy have become essential elements in addressing the challenges we face for reactivating economic, social, and political activities. I don't know if I should stop for the translation, because I'm not hearing the Chinese translation right now. I guess I can keep going. Okay. It's actually in this unprecedented situation that we are all living, where economic and social activities are carried out mainly through digital means, that we must promote policies to improve the development of the digital skills that are necessary to compete in an increasingly digitalized labor environment, improving opportunities for quality jobs. We must continue working in order to facilitate access to new technologies for small and medium enterprises to support their integration into national and international markets. Here at the Ministry of Economy, we have developed a set of 3 strategic pillars for the economic pillars, for the economic policy, sorry: innovation, inclusion, and diversification. What do we mean by that? Well, the first one, innovation, is really the engine of technological and industrial change that allow us to achieve better levels of competitiveness and productivity. And this is one of the pillars of our economic policy. But then these changes should be addressed to generate more equitable conditions in our society. So that's why we have this inclusion. We want to include all the regions of the country. In the past, we used to have a policy that was more concentrated to the most competitive areas. And the economic policy believes that now that we should all be part of that development. And also we are trying to strengthen all regions and sectors, reaching a more diversified economy. So based on that, we have been working on this innovation policy that I will talk about. And what do we want to do in innovation? First, we see innovation as a way, as an instrument that goes transversal in all the economy, we want to boost innovative developments with application in all the different productive sectors. It's not that we want to invest in a particular sector, let's say technological, information technology, sorry, but we want to use all those technologies to improve the general welfare of the economy and the productivity of all our economy. And how are we doing this? We're having a very strong focus on what we call Industry 4.0, the fourth industrial revolution, based on these technologies like big data, robotics, process simulation, Internet of Things, cybersecurity, three-dimensional printing, and augmented reality that allow us to have this relationship between physical systems and cyber systems that are coexisting at the same time, and that are increasing the productivity, and that allow us to see things or know things in advance and do things with better information all the time in our productive processes. And all this technology, we want to use it to modernize the production processes in Mexico to take the advantage of these technological advances. And what are we doing in terms of the innovation in the digital economy, initiatives in innovation and digital economy? Well, we are working on several areas. One of them is business development and e-commerce. That is how to promote that business integrate into the digital economy. And we're talking about these small businesses, small and medium enterprises. Then we have this thing about promoting digital talent that is very important for all the industry, small, medium, and large enterprises. We have set this work with innovation platforms, in which the Patty has worked a lot in one of them. I will tell you more about those innovation platforms. And also we have some venture capital in innovation that help us to develop those projects that are risky and that traditionally wouldn't be developed by banks or other actors. Okay, what are we doing in business development and e-commerce? We have some platforms that allow us to integrate some markets and to promote the capacities of small enterprises to get into online sales or digital provision of services. And we have these are two platforms from the Ministry of Economy. One is called MIPYMES MX, which is related to small and medium enterprises. That's what MIPYMES means. And the other one is Solidarity Market, which is a marketplace for very small enterprises and even people that are not enterprises but are trying to thrive in this challenging economy. We have also working groups that are fostering that some of these areas of small enterprises, e-commerce, digital services work together. And I'm going to talk about a little bit about those initiatives in a moment. First, Solidarity Market. This is a platform from the Ministry of Economy in order to support local businesses through domestic consumption. And we are seeing this as something that the very, very small ones that were left in very dire circumstances during the pandemic needed to have some guideline on how to keep on working with the digital economy instruments. And so that's what this platform does, but it also gathers the consumers to support these people by buying locally. For example, we have these geo references and where all these small commerces are in Mexico City or in any, actually in any city in the country. We also promote that consumers show their solidarity buying today and consuming later. And we have all this scheme of promoting online sales and delivery in which these small enterprises or the small commerce can really relate through very simple means like text messages or social networks to their clients and reach an agreement on how to sell and deliver those goods in the microeconomy, really in each neighborhood. So this is Mercado Solidario. We also have this platform that is for small, medium enterprises, and it helps you how to develop a company, to create the company, has a relationship on protecting your brand, a simplified opening of business. And it also has a part that is related to learning all these digital skills. It has a part of financial culture, sales and promotion, and there is a huge section of a trainer's register where you can get to someone that could help you in developing other skills or knowledge. And there's a way of promoting electronic commerce, digital payments, and exporting. Also, there is an access to financing. So this platform is like a library of all initiatives that are related to small and medium enterprises, and it's generating a lot of traffic in Mexico. Well, then also we have these groups that I told you about, and we have the Digital Delivery Platforms Working Group. This was based on the idea that also these small commerces were having a hard time, and small restaurants having a hard time in getting to consumers, especially when they were not able to open, some of them, and some of them even being able to open, it was a challenge to serve the consumers. So we have all these platforms for delivery, and we related them with this group through the big associations of all those commerces and restaurants. And we created a brochure of all the services and how to use them, special offers during the pandemic. And we also created a guide to safe home delivery for everybody based on the best international practices for that. And that was supported by all the associations that are related to these small businesses and delivery platforms. We also have an e-commerce working group that has worked pretty much on the same safety guidelines, and included also the not delivery platforms, but now logistic enterprises, e-commerce enterprises, and also these shopping chains and all these big commerce that are very orderly, but that needed to have a good message to the public on what they were doing. So we developed this, and we are working on a guide to help small and medium enterprises to export through e-commerce. Also, we have supported some private platforms that help also develop the skills, the knowledge, and the ways to address those markets. There is one called Le Atiendo por Internet, that is literally meaning, can I help you online? And this Can I Help You Online campaign is by an internet association in Mexico, and it helps all these small enterprises to work in home delivery, online sales, how to use social media, how to develop online services, how to get the promotion of their services in digital channels. And it's very ambitious. It's heading to 2 million enterprises, and it's not only for the pandemic moment, but it's lasting for several years. So we hope that will be very successful in helping all this public. And we'll also have this other platform that is from the Mexican Association of Online Sales, that's called Ayuda. It literally means help. And this help platform helps you to create an online business, all the marketing, all the ideas of how to establish a business. They have webinars, they have a marketplace, and they allow you to register your business in there to start doing transactions. So it enables also these actors to start working in the digital economy. And then we have this Digital Professional Services Group that is helping not only the guys who sell products, but now the guys who are trying to have services. And it's also very challenging because in this sector, we were using in working very closely with people. And now we have to work through digital means. So we are developing a guide to work with, to develop a digital business in services. And we are seeking this to become a platform to export services in a given moment. Right now, we are also working with one of the associations in creating a marketplace platforms that connects the technological offer with the needs of small and medium enterprises. And we have this development of Industry 4.0. We have developed this platform with the support of the Ministry of Economy and an association of universities in Mexico. And they did a study of the alignments of skills and competencies of graduates in the industry, particularly in molds and dies, automotive, textile, and IT sectors. And they created complementary courses, degree seminars, dual training models, professional practices, specialized activities and materials, or everything related to filling up the gap between academia and industry for the adoption of all this Industry 4.0. And in this study, we had 20 higher education institutions, including Tec de Monterrey, of course, 30 enterprises, and 3 chambers of different sectors working to understand this gap and develop these competencies and these course planning and all changing the ways academic institutions work in order to develop more relevant contents for Industry 4.0. Well, basically, that's it. We have these Leaders in Innovation Fellowship programs. And this is a program that is in cooperation with the Newton Fund and the Royal Academy of Engineering of the United Kingdom. Also, the network of technological transfer that Patricia presided here. And we worked in this program to develop the capacity of researchers and technological developers for entrepreneurship and commercialization of their research. This is the idea to getting things from the lab to the market. And this is creating also the possibility to have a network of innovators and technology entrepreneurs, more than 100 innovators in 6 generations. And these innovators are people that are really having an impact. The number might seem small, but these are the people that are working, for example, in the new vaccines in Mexico, or in creating new medical devices, nanotechnology, or in the energy sectors. These people are really making a difference for us. So each one of them is really valuable for our country. And we have these innovation platforms that we have fostered and we have financed. We have this Talent I 4.0, which is closely related to this study of the bridge of needs between industry and academia and Industry 4.0. And here we have this instrument that helps to assess the needs for higher education institutions to get into 1.40, and they gives them a roadmap to work on that. So it's a very helpful instrument in getting the academic sector to conform to those needs of the industry. Then we have this platform of the cluster of, the National Council of Clusters of Information Technology. And this has allowed to digitalize all the management model of the clusters, and also to identify the capabilities and all the experiences in this sector. And so we can have a market to offer those capabilities and the products that they have to all the world. If you want to get some information technology work from Mexico, you can really get in there and look for what enterprises have the experiences and can do the kind of work that you would like to work with. And we have a similar platform related to the molds and dies and tooling sector, which also had a whole map of all of them. We work with a marketplace of innovation developments that link supply with technological demand and specialized services. This was a work with the network of technological transfer that Patty started, really, Patricia here. And it will allow us to have to identify all those needs and match them with all those people that can really get an innovative solution. And finally, we have an platform that is consolidating the work of our industrial innovation centers. We have 40 industrial innovation centers supported by the Ministry of Economy that provide technological services and specialized human capital in particular sectors relating to the economic regional vocation of each entity. And everything here is going to be connected with a platform of technological platform of Industry 4.0, which is still on getting on the last stages of development. And finally, we have this venture capital. We co-invest with private capital funds in order to provide access to financing to highly innovative and technologically based startups, accelerate the development of innovative scale-ups, and develop business capacities to create value in Mexico. We have one part of this is called Capital Semilla, which is seed capital, which is only for the startups. We have about $24 million invested in that, but those are $24 million from the Ministry of Economy. We have about 20 times more from private investors as a product that we enter into that, and we gave them some guarantee that was examined with rigor and got some trust from that, and some very interesting new enterprises have emerged from that. And we also have the ones that for scale-ups, which is venture capital funds. There we have $37 million, and these have been very, very profitable and very successful. One of them, Corner Shop, I don't know, perhaps you have heard of them, is a new platform that is going to other countries, and it was valued at $250 million a year ago. Probably it's going to be valued more this year because it's growing up very accelerated in a very clear way. And I wouldn't be surprised if in 4 or 5 years it would be a unicorn, a Mexican unicorn. So with these kind of ventures, what is that we are supporting in the Ministry of Economy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Leonardo, for your magistral conferences. Next, I would like to introduce Mr. Yong, who is the director of the Zhejiang Provincial Foreign Experts Affairs. He's going to give us his speech. Welcome.
Hello. Also, thank you very much, Mr. Álvarez. As before Mr. Yong starts his speech, I guess that you may have noticed 3 very important things here in this presentation that we are doing similar to China in Mexico. Number 1 was e-commerce. You saw that we are promoting this, and of course we are here in Hangzhou, which is very important for e-commerce. Number 2 is the talent program for supporting talent in Mexico, and Mr. Yong is, of course, the big boss in talents here in Zhejiang. And number 3 is the support, the government grants and support together with private capital in Mexico. So we have similar interest and similar ways to develop it. And now Mr. Yong, he is the director of the Foreign Talents Affairs in Zhejiang province. Please, I would like you to give us a few words on your work. Thank you very much, Mr.
Thank you. 尊敬的Leonardo 部长，Lorena 还有 Arturo 副校长啊，各位来宾、女士们、先生们，大家好啊！非常高兴以这种特殊的方式与墨西哥的新老朋友见面啊。那么借这个机会呢，我也代表我们浙江省向参加本次活动的
On behalf of the Administration of Foreign Experts, Affairs of Zhejiang Province, I'd like to take this opportunity to extend a warm welcome to all of the distinguished guests who have participated in this Innovation Day of Latin America and China, and express my heartfelt thanks to all of the friends working on promoting China-Mexico international exchanges and cooperation in science, technology, and human resources. This year is an eventful year. Over the past 9 months, we have been together in a hard-stirring fight against COVID-19. It is heartening to see that in this smokeless war, we have tackled risks and challenges together and achieved the positive results. At present, the economic and the social operation of Zhejiang has returned to normal in an all-round way, and all economic indicators have rebounded, making Zhejiang one of the provinces with the fastest economic recovery and the best epidemic prevention and control in China. Zhejiang, as a land with innovation, in recent years has seized a new round of historical opportunities of technology and industry renovation, adhere to the first strategy by regenerating the province through talents and innovation. We will work together to create scientific innovation heights in the digital economy, life, health, and the new material. We will work hard to create an optimal ecological and business environment and an environment for innovation and entrepreneurship, injecting strong impetus into high-quality economic development. Looking into the future, Zhejiang will get forced to be the global talent reservoir and the global innovation center. We will endeavor to promote the development of an internationally competitive system for technological innovation and industry innovation, implement more active, open, and effective policies, and take more effective measures with better services. We will strive to make the world to make innovations, start businesses, and become the most to make Zhejiang the most influential and attractive destination for international talents. Friends from Mexico, mankind is a community with a shared future. Science and technology know no borders. It's necessary for people of all countries to strengthen exchanges and work together for a common planet and to meet common global challenges. China and Mexico have a comprehensive strategic partnership. Although we are separated by mountains and rivers, we are inseparable from each other. The epidemic cannot stop us from moving forward together. Last year, we jointly witnessed the opening of the China Center in Hangzhou. And today, we are holding the Screen-to-Screen Innovation Day. And this is a useful attempt to seize opportunities and jointly promote cooperation between scientific and technological talents from Zhejiang Province and Mexico in the context of the global epidemic prevention and control. And we hope to take this event as an opportunity to further deepen the cooperation between Zhejiang and Mexico in various regions and fairs, seek more development opportunities and produce more fruitful results. I sincerely wish all my friends in Mexico good health, smooth work, and a happy family. And I wish to meet you soon in the beautiful Zhejiang province. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Yong, for your words. Patty?
Hello, thank you. To continue with the program, we are going to present a short video of the initiatives in COVID and also a speech of Dr. Arturo Molina, who is going to present research in Monterrey. Please, Sandra, go ahead.
COVID nos agarró con los dedos en la puerta en diciembre de 2019.
Nosotros estábamos viendo la evolución de la pandemia
de Asia a Europa.
Más de 1000 diarios en España, en Italia.
Iba a ser inevitable que viniera a México. La OMS declaró la pandemia. Teníamos que suspender las clases presenciales.
Fuimos hasta criticados por exagerados.
Tec-Salud es todo un conjunto de entidades que integran la Escuela de Medicina, los hospitales de Tec-Salud y la Fundación. Tec-Salud y Tecnológico de Monterrey cumple con una función social muy importante.
Hicimos una planeación conjunta de la reconversión hospitalaria, el adquirir ventiladores, adquirir sistemas.
Pudimos unir esfuerzos con Unidos Podemos. Tiene dos divisiones, una que es Unidos por tu Educación y otra que se llama Unidos por tu Salud.
Nos dimos cuenta que necesitábamos contratar aproximadamente 130 posiciones.
Y poco a poco empezamos a contratar más médicos y más médicos.
Se les dieron gastos médicos mayores a los que no tenían.
Nos dieran como talleres de cómo vestirnos.
Estuvimos fortaleciendo a la parte emocional, a la parte espiritual, a la fuerza, a la voluntad, a la valentía.
Tuvimos que invertir en esta reconversión. Prácticamente hicimos que una torre fuera de pura terapia intensiva para fines prácticos.
Yo nunca me imaginé un San José con 17 pacientes esperando en emergencias, ¿verdad? Y con filas de ambulancias esperando para poder entrar a urgencias.
Cuando tienes un problema de alta ocupación, te interesa no sacrificar la calidad, eso es lo más importante.
Invertimos en unas casetas de toma de muestras.
Hicimos el primer rescate de plasma.
Fuimos los primeros en aprobar ese estudio.
Y iniciamos el tratamiento con un protocolo autorizado.
Más del 90% sobrevive y eso es una cifra muy, muy importante.
Tec-Salud en términos generales es uno antes y después de la pandemia.
La sociedad realmente se volcó a ayudarnos.
En este navegar por estas aguas turbulentas siempre existe la posibilidad de salir adelante con la ayuda de la gente.
Pero hay que hacer el bien sin pensar a quién y sin pensar tampoco en la recompensa que eso te va a traer.
So thank you very much for the video, Patty and Sandra. I will continue this presentation about what we have been doing in COVID research at Tecnológico Monterrey. As you know, we have hospitals. Tec-Salud is our institute of hospitals. So we had to convert one of the hospitals to attend the COVID pandemic in Mexico. And we were very successful in really attending people who get sick of the coronavirus, and the numbers, as we're explaining in the video, is that we have a really good results of attending people with this disease. But also what was very important of our cooperation between China and Mexico is that we, since the beginning, we tried to learn from you about what we were doing or how we can really face the challenge of the pandemic in Mexico. And one of the first activities that we realized with our hub in China was this exchange of experience between Mexico and China. Thank you to the support of our group in China, and of course, the people involved in organizing this event. The Chinese Center for Disease Control and Prevention, and the Alibaba Group in this regard. And I think that was very, very important for us to begin these cooperations. When we analyze all the activities that we have to undertake in order to face the challenge of COVID, we at Tec Monterrey did a map of opportunities and also of technology that we have been developed, not for COVID specific, but to attend 10 topics of diagnosis, protection, sanitization, monitoring, clinical trials, vaccines, things of recovery that has to do with prevention, intervention, and correction. So in diagnosis, what we have done and we have been doing at Tec de Monterrey is try to identify and develop new rapid tests. And I will talk about the rapid test based on saliva. And also we have to use all our biobank of research in health so we can better understand what we could use to provide interventions on the for people with the disease. Also, we use artificial intelligence on image and X-rays to detect in another way the existence of COVID in patients, and also related to antigens, genome analysis, genetic markers, and molecular biomarkers. Those were things that Tec-Salud was undertaking in order to attend these opportunities of patients on COVID. Also, what was important is that for protection, we knew that we could really develop rapid prototyping things to protect ourselves, like to build up masks, suits, intubation cubes, robots for taking care of the patients, and also developing antiviral measures at low cost for people to be used and to be protected. In terms of sanitization, in order to have places where we can really continue our work in research and also in education, we have developed technologies to detect COVID virus on water and also on air conditions. And of course, also we were exploring at Tec-Salud immunity treatments based on plasma of patients that had COVID. And of course, also the sanitation part of it is very important, in the use of how you can really develop equipment for sterilization and so on. In related to smart monitoring and traceability, we begin to use all our capacity that we have on artificial intelligence, data analytics, and also our information technology groups to do all this analysis on demographic studies, modeling and simulation, development of apps to track disease, monitoring the patients, and also controlling the entrance of our campus using thermal images, and also trying to collect data for biometric data fusion analysis and so on. In terms of analytic clinical treatments and so on, we have been one of the institutes in Mexico to really explore new types of treatments based on plasma, recombinant, development of some vaccines, immunoglobulin attendances, use of cannabidol, and also using, we call it functional treatments. That means using new types of treatments based on protein, new types of proteins, so we can really help patients to recover from COVID based on functional foods and nutritional foods. And of course, that will be also part of our important of recovery of the patients, based on how we can detect and purify antibodies, and also how we can use the building of supply chains network for local resources. Because one of the things that we faced was also that because we import a lot of the products, we have to develop new supply chains with national inputs for all the types of sanitization, protection type of products. Also, we created a team that we call it the Think Tank for Future or Post-COVID Solutions, where we were putting together a team of researchers to analyze how we can reactivate the economy, how we can attend the vulnerable groups for social impact, also how we can really recover for food safety, and also the reactivation of cities, because in Mexico we have different speeds of recovery for the cities, and we have also to face that not only at city level but as municipality level, and of course also to take care of vulnerable groups, especially old people and also people on poverty, that are the ones who are really suffering more from the COVID pandemic. Some of the things that we have been doing as a rapid response is creating platforms to track the COVID in Mexico together with the Mexican government. Also creating platforms so we can really exchange demands from the different enterprises, governments, and so on, and finding solutions from all the types of our partners in this. Also, one of the things that it was very important is to monitor in real-time delivery of medical resources all over Mexico, because we were producing some of these goods and we have to be sure that they were delivered to the right people. Of course, developing or rapid prototyping a mask at low cost, and also new type of medical mask with filters that could be and help and easy the wearing of masks for long time hours of medical personnel. Also, we collaborate strongly with the development of a low-cost ventilator that it was delivery in time for the Mexican government to have it access and to be also distributed among all the different hospitals in Mexico. That's 100% Mexican technology. One of the things that I want to also talk about is that we also were trying to put and collaborate by using and offering different institutional educations the access to our remote and virtual labs, this kind of developments that where we can offer other educational institutions to have access to our laboratories so they can really continue the educational programs of their students. And of course, we were developing some other technologies for sanitization. And I want to focus on one of the technologies that we are going to be using at Tec de Monterrey, which is related to the wastewater COVID detection. This is a project that we begin with Arizona State University and that we are going to implement at Tec de Monterrey, so we can detect in the water reservoirs or the sewage of Tec de Monterrey. We extract samples of RNA and we can detect there if the existence of the COVID. So this helps us a lot to really, because as I explained you before, we have 26 campuses in 20 cities in Mexico. We have to be sure that there is no conditions in our campus, so we can really use this technology to monitor the existence or non-existence on focus of contagious. And also, of course, we develop some other products like robots and filter systems and UV stressing systems to really cope with all these technologies. At Tec de Monterrey, we are using technologies to return to our campus. Even though we haven't returned to our campus, we are preparing all our campus so we can have technologies that allows us to be informed about our personnel. So we use an application so we can have a continuous monitoring over the health of our personnel and students. And when we open the campus, they have to fill up in applications where they will get this code so they can go and enter the campus. Also, we will be placing monitors at the entrance. And of course, we are going to finish the development of a new type of testing based on saliva that is low cost and and it gives you a response in less than an hour. And also we are having and using different types of technologies in the campus so we can monitor its space, we can monitor the spread of particles on the air, also the sterilization of equipment, and of course the use of some autonomous vehicles to do all these type of activities, and of course the logistics and optimization uses a space. So that's very important. This is how it's going to look our system to control the monitoring of our all our campus in Mexico. And of course, for us, it's very important, we are part of this specific Jornadas de Innovación between Latin America and China. And I'm very happy that you are here and we are sharing these opportunities of collaboration, not only with Tec de Monterrey and Mexico, but with other countries as well in Latin America. Thank you to this program that we are really conducting and is led by Patti Mora. Thank you very much for your attendance, and I'm here. I'm Dr. Arturo Molina. This is my email, and also this is the place where you find more information about research we are doing of COVID. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Molina. Thank you for your presentation. The next conference will be by Mr. Wang, President at Hangzhou Dianzi University. So, Alfonso, please introduce.
Yes. Mr. Molina, thank you very much. Also, you have noticed there that we have been developing AI technology and other kinds of technologies for treating or controlling the disease. And some of you know that in April, we made a joint conference between Chinese doctors from Wuhan and Mexican doctors from Mexico, including doctors from Tec de Monterrey. This helped us a lot in the early part of the crisis to know more about what was happening in China and get your help so we could develop our own technologies. From the technologies that Mr. Molina just showed, some of them we are actually going to show you later this week as part of the projects that we want to collaborate with China. And our next speaker is Mr. Wang Xingjie, which is one of our eldest friends here and with whom we have already started collaborating since last year from HDU University. So I would like to give the word to Mr. Wang so he can explain how we have been collaborating in the past year. Thank you.
Cambiemos al canal de inglés para escuchar, si queremos escuchar, switch to the English channel to listen the conference in English.
Distinguished Mrs. Leonardo, Mr. Leonardo Álvarez, Córdova, General Director of Innovation Service in the Internal Trade Department of Mexico, Molina Larios, CGE of Mexico in Shanghai, Ms. Lorena.
Perdimos, creo, la señal. Se quedaron congeladas. Los dejamos de escuchar, ¿verdad?
Es correcto, Pati.
Sí, es correcto, Pati. Yo creo que se cayó la señal.
Sí,
sí, tampoco aquí se escucha, Pati. Ni se ve. ¿Me ven?
Sí te vemos, Lorena.
Sí, a ti te vemos. Yo creo que se cortó la señal del hub, Pati.
Sí, voy.
Avísale a Alfonso.
Arturo y Leonardo, súper interesante todo lo que están compartiendo. Súper interesante. El timing es excelente. De verdad, fuera de micrófono y todo, me gustaría que nos involucraran más. Lo que yo dije en algún momento de tener socios locales es fundamental. Y nosotros podemos apoyar mucho esa parte. Para un poco bridge the gap, ¿no?
Sí, de hecho, en realidad, ahorita traemos, Pati te va a explicar, ¿no? Cómo vamos a crecer la operación que traemos en China, buscando no solamente cosas de México, sino también de América Latina. Pero también dentro de México traemos ya varias universidades mexicanas que quieren comenzar a buscar oportunidades en China. Entonces yo creo que hay que comenzar a pensar cómo canalizar toda esa energía que se trae para hacer un plan, ¿no?
Sí, pero me parece importante también involucrar, bueno, a las relaciones exteriores, el área de cooperación. Yo lo mencioné, acaba de pasar la videoconferencia con 21 ministros de Ciencia y Tecnología de América Latina y el ministro de Ciencia y Tecnología chino. Fue la semana pasada. Y eso fue un ejercicio de México, una propuesta de México. Tenemos la presidencia de CELAC de nuevo. O sea, la teníamos el año pasado, es por un año, y se decidió que México la mantuviera un año más. Entonces, este es un paraguas que es un espacio privilegiado para impulsar.
Mira, habló del grupo que dirige Elieta, CELAC.
Perdón, no te entendí. Bueno.
Creo que se metió el sonido, tal vez.
Y todo lo que tú también comentabas, Leonardo, todas estas plataformas digitales fundamentales.
No, claro.
México sí está trabajando en la economía digital, sí estamos teniendo cosas. Estuve en un evento hace poco y hay un señor de origen inglés que tiene una revista muy popular en China, es en chino, donde habla sobre todas las startups que hay en este país. Y me agarró y me dijo, no hay unicornios mexicanos.
Bueno, ya hay uno, Kavak, que vende, bueno, lo que hace es vender vehículos usados, pero digamos, hace toda una evaluación del vehículo y te lo da garantizado por todo un tiempo. Bueno, según el tipo de garantía y cómo compres con ellos, es lo que te cuesta el vehículo, ¿verdad? Pero te quita la incertidumbre de no saber qué vas a comprar, ¿no?
No, pero a lo que voy es que sí tenemos inteligencia artificial y sí tenemos un esfuerzo tanto federal.
No, estamos creciendo muchísimo.
¿No? Entonces, por ejemplo, el tema con Alibaba, utilicemos, Leonardo, el hub con Arturo, con Alfonso, para todo este tema de las aldeas digitales. ¿Te lo han platicado?
Sí, yo he platicado con, ¿cómo se llama nuestro colega? Andrés.
Con Andrés.
Para impulsar este proyecto. Creo que ya estamos de vuelta.
Ellos sí nos escuchan, pero nosotros creo que no, ¿verdad? Me dice que podemos ahí el canal. A ver, nosotros, we can hear you. Maybe I think you need to connect again, Jane, because we switched to the Chinese channel and either also we turn off the channels and we can't hear you.
Ya, se van a llamar, yo creo, ¿no?
Sí.
Pero bueno, estábamos en este tema. Entonces, que de este ejercicio, de este seminario, o sea, siga una colaboración y una mutuo apoyo, de verdad. Para eso estamos aquí.
Totalmente, Lorena, y nosotros queremos promover mucho la inversión en México, y ahorita es un momento en que va a haber mucha gente de China interesada en invertir en México para, pues, poder aprovechar las ventajas del TEMEC, ¿no?
Leonardo, ¿me puedes mandar tu presentación, porfa?
Encantado, sí. Ahorita le pido a Patti tus datos de contacto y sí, con mucho gusto.
Está muy fácil, es Larios y ya sabes la fórmula @sre.gov.mx.
Ok.
Y tú eres, me imagino que LA, ¿no?
Leonardo Álvarez. Leonardo.Álvarez. Y ya todo lo demás de economía.gov.mx.
¿Y tú, Arturo?
AR Molina.
¿Qué más?
Tec.mx. Ahí lo puse en el chat. armolina@tec.mx.
Ya se están conectando otra vez porque ellos sí nos siguieron escuchando todo, pero en español.
Dijeron, qué padre platican allá.
Sí, cómo platican. Y
pero allá al...
Sí, ya ya se están conectando ella otra vez, Jane, y porque pues se quedaron los dejamos de escuchar y de ver.
No, pues, mira, aquí está conmigo nuestro colaborador estrella, asómate, Patricio, que es un magnífico traductor también, aunque también nos ayuda con relaciones con gobierno. No sé si puede apoyar, ¿tú puedes apoyar la traducción? O sea, él podía hacerlo en español, o sea, en mandarín español, porque estamos puenteando en chino, digo en inglés. No sé si se pueda, Pati.
Ahorita sí, pues digo, sí, yo creo que si seguimos ahí batallando con la traducción, ya nada más faltaba la presentación de Mr. Wang, que él la va a hacer en chino, y pues nos puede ir traduciendo ya sea Patricio o el traductor que tenemos ahí, perfecto. O sea, nada más para que lo entendamos, porque él está haciendo su presentación o haría su presentación en chino, Mr. Wang.
Ok.
Pero hay que, bueno, pues ¿estamos ahorita probando la conexión o qué?
Sí, ya se está conectando.
Ok.
hemos batallado mucho con la conexión, realmente,
Así es, Pati.
¿verdad? No es fácil hacer estas conexiones en línea entre China y México al mismo tiempo.
Mira, me decía María José, a ver, Majo, si le comentas, que hay una forma que nos ha funcionado mejor.
Hola, ayer estuve en una de sus pruebas de conexión y platicamos un poquito de otras opciones, porque sí, sabemos, digo, nosotros lo vivimos a diario, que China es complicado para hacer conexiones. Entonces, cualquier cosa que les podamos ayudar después.
Hola, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, hola.
Hola, ahora
Vamos otra vez.
¿Sí?
Sí.
¿Nos escuchan?
Los escuchamos.
Ok, vamos a continuar con la presentación del el señor Wang.
Sí, por favor.
Perdón por ese hipo aquí en la conexión.
Don't worry. Adelante. Pati, te pasamos a ti las presentaciones por si quieren compartirlas.
Sí. Sí. Okay, switch to the English channel.
And I am very delighted to be here. It is my great pleasure to attend the Latin America-China Innovation Day. This is the fourth time I have been here. I have personally witnessed the rapid development of the center, which plays a positive role in deepening understanding and promoting friendship between Hangzhou Dianzi University and the Tec de Montreal. And we enjoy a very momentum in the development. We have 30 faculty members and students, 30,000. Automation and telecommunication and the scientific equipment. We have offered these technologies, and in blockchain and AI, we have very good services, and they are playing these technologies have playing very important role in promoting the application in Zhejiang. And we are promoting the regional development by utilizing our technology. 2018 May, the 15th, since the visit of TEC, delegation led by the Vice-rector Molina. The interaction between the two universities has become increasingly frequent. We signed the MOU, which marks the formal establishment of a friendly relationship between HDU and the TEC. In past 2 years, our partnership has been strengthened by exchange of high-level visits, cooperation in scientific research. We have established HDU TEC Silk Road campus. And we have innovation scientific training camp, which is warmly welcomed by students and the teachers. Following the idea of co-research, co-construct, and co-share. In Western, Professor Chen Long's team, in over half a year of common development, we have realized the construction of the remote control research experiment platforms and the virtual digital experiment platforms. And this remote platform eliminates potential safety hazards of field experiments, and it can cultivate the students' ability to solve complex engineering problems. And we can help students to get access to high quality teaching resources at any time and anywhere. Both teams have attended the high-level conference on teaching in China. And on the basis of that, we have promoted the electrical experiment, digital circuit experiment, the circuit analysis experiment, and the digital system course design, which have been attracting many excellent domestic universities to HDU for study and observation. During the pandemic, we helped the students by providing the remote lab now, and to the inaccessible remote students, we hope to offer them more experimental courses so as to continuously expand our collaboration results and benefit university students in remote areas. And this is the Great Wall in China, and we teach the students. We hope that through the joint efforts, the research lab can offer students more courses, and in the future, we will further promote the HDU and the TEC, the double degree PhD program, Microelectronics Center, and further strengthen cooperation in scientific research between two sides. At present, the fourth industry revolution, characterized by AI, new materials, and life science research, is emerging globally, where universities are playing an increasingly important role in this process. Both TEC and HDU are outstanding universities at our own countries, so it's of great significance to develop our respective advantages and strengthen our cooperation, both in education and research. I am confident that with existing fruitful results and future joint efforts, we are sure to write a new chapter. Finally, I wish the Innovation Day a complete success and wish you all the best.
Thank you, Mr. Wang. Can you see me now? Let's just switch back to the presentation. Oh, hello. So this was one of the, this was actually the first project we conducted here, the first successful project. And we are waiting to do 4 more labs. We were scheduled to do 4 more labs this year. Unfortunately, we have this crisis, but we are going to move forward on this very important project on remote education and remote labs. So I think this gives us a very brief example of what cooperation can do and what science and technology can do in our modern world, in the modern crisis that we're facing. So I really want to thank Mr. Wang for sharing his the results of the HDU University, and well, Professor Manuel Macias is here. I think he's one of the heroes here in China. He's the first Mexican scientist that came here and introduced his own project successfully, to a Chinese institution. So I think we should learn from Dr. Macias and from his experience, and he's a very important person right now in Mexico that can share his experiences and what he actually did here in China and what can be done in the future. So I would like to thank all of you for your words in this opening ceremony. And now I would like to have a few minutes for an informal discussion. We have, as we see, we have Mr. Yong here with talents Foreign Talents Affairs, Mr. Wang from HDU University. We also have Mr. Zhao from Zhejiang University, the equivalent of our TTO, the big boss of the local TTO. And it would be great if we can share some ideas for coming for the next few months and years. Arturo, you were.
Yes, I was greeting everyone there, but thank you, Mr. Wang. Thank you, everybody. We believe that there should be, a plan to face the reality that we are having right now because of the COVID and the pandemic. But with new technologies, I believe that it's possible to continue the exchange of knowledge and technology. And probably we have to identify those educational technologies that could have really higher impact in our educational systems in China and in Mexico, and see how we can integrate those technologies as fast as possible together with our partners there. I think that will be a good, focus of our next type of project, because it's important for the well-being of our young people and young generations.
Yes, and definitely China is a country that is investing heavily on science and technology in recent years. And of course, in the last 27, 28 years, you've had a very deep education reform, which is bringing education faster into the modern times. That's something that we share with Tec de Monterrey. We are always trying to innovate on education and the technologies that can be used for education. Mr. Álvarez, I would like to have your brief ideas regarding what I was saying just before, how both Mexico and China are sharing this worry about how we have to innovate and how we have to bring young talents into the innovation environment. Can we hear Mr. Álvarez? Can everybody hear? We cannot hear him clearly here.
No te escuchamos, Leonardo. Maybe, a ver.
He's not muted, but we cannot hear.
¿Sí escuchan a Leonardo? ¿Alguien?
No.
Sí, creo que no te escuchamos.
Tampoco aquí, tampoco aquí lo escuchamos.
No, there seems to be a connection problem over there, because we could hear Arturo with no problem.
Your micro, or maybe that the channel you choose.
No.
Maybe you need to turn off that. Hola.
Hola, hola, Leonardo. No. ¿Lo pueden escuchar ustedes? Aquí no se escucha. ¿No?
No, no lo escuchamos.
Nosotros escuchamos a ti, pero no se escucha Leonardo. Mientras, si quieres una pregunta, ¿no?
Sí, pues continuamos con alguien más en lo que resolvemos este tema técnico.
A ver.
Yes. I have some questions for the foreign talent. I would like to know, Alfonso, if there is some programs or actions to attract foreign talent with the COVID. Right now with the COVID, I think there is there are some restrictions to travel to China. So what kinds of programs do you think we can
what kind of programs can be used for attracting people
Yes.
to China?
Yes, to attract people right now. Sorry.
Also, Lorena has some words.
Okay. Lorena, do you also have a question?
No. Quisiera darle algunos elementos a la pregunta de Patty.
Oh, okay.
我想回答一下刚才这个就是 Patricia 女士她的一些问题，就是我有几句想说。
Uno de los espacios que el gobierno chino privilegia, Patty, en su política migratoria es atraer talento y sobre todo en ciencia y tecnología.
因为在中国的这个就是出入境啊，尤其是在这个吸引海外人才方面，我们能够看到他们对于这个科技人才的引进，给予了很多这个入境啊，包括在这边居留方面的一些便利。
En las universidades hay programas específicos para jalar, para traer este tipo de personas muy calificadas que puedan aportar algo en áreas como la robótica, todo lo que se refiere a inteligencia artificial. Pero yo entiendo que todo eso de momento está suspendido. Lo que podemos hacer,
而且就是中国的大学，他们现在都有各种各样的这个计划，包括这个引进人才和尤其是比如说在这个虚拟现实、人工智能啊等等方面的这样的一些这个海外的人才的一些引进等等，就是中国的大学都有很多的举措。
Aquí en Shanghai hay un Instituto Pasteur, cuyo copresidente es un científico español francés. Y yo estuve visitándolos y me hablaron de este tipo de programas que tienen ahí. Ellos están haciendo investigación en materia de vacunas y sobre todo en la parte de los antivirales. Pero todo esto por el momento está suspendido. Pero Alfonso y yo podemos empezar a buscar qué proyectos hay en universidades que puedan acomodarse al perfil de nuestros investigadores y científicos mexicanos.
比如上海有一个比较著名的叫巴斯德研究所，在前一段时间我去这个拜访的这个巴斯德研究所，这个研究所的所长是一位这个西班牙和法国裔的一个科学家，然后他就跟我说了很多这方面的这个情况。这个巴斯德研究所他们现在在这个疫苗的研发等等方面，尤其是这个新冠啊这个疫苗啊等等的研发方面，也有做了很多的这个工作。那我觉得下一步我这边和这个 Alfonso， 因为我们都在这个中国国内嘛，我们可以去寻找更多的这个和本地的高校啊等等，这进行对接和合作的这样的一些机会。
Eso es todo, gracias.
谢谢。
Mr. Lee, would you like to also comment something on this topic about the attracting of people?
Thank you. 刚才那个问到一个问题啊，就是有一些什么项目
What kind of questions or what kind of projects can come to China? And in collaboration, one is the research institute and universities of high learning. The collaboration with them, I think, between the university and the university, I think you are quite familiar with that. I don't want to mention it too much. Next is the technology to transfer to the industries, the private sector, and we are the powerhouse of private economy, which has accounted for 65% of the GDP and 70% of the tax revenue have been contributed by them. 80% of the exports is contributed by them. 90% of the employees are provided by them. So this is the pure industry in Zhejiang, and the private sector is transforming itself in an all-round way. And in Zhejiang, we are promoting the 3 heights: new material and the internet, plus health, new energy in the future, and any good project through this Mexico-China Center, including the government, we can serve as a bridge. The science and technology collaboration could be deepened between the different actors. And in Zhejiang province and the Zhejiang government has attached great importance to the attraction of overseas talents. And we have promulgated very good policies to attract talents, to welcome them to work in Zhejiang and to play full role in showing their talents through this Mexico-China Center. The good policies and the regional level policy and the provincial level policy will be ushered to you. And since due to the limit of time, I can't deliberate the policies one by one. But anyway, overall speaking, we welcome and we hope that we can enhance the collaboration between the two sides in terms of talents attraction. And this year, due to the COVID-19, which has wreaked a lot of problems to our collaboration, we hope the human being can overcome the pandemic one day, and the future is promising. And we should be focusing on future. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Finally, Manuel, do you think you can say a few words to see if we can hear you?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Finally, we are at the end of this event, and I would like to ask Dr. Manuel Macias to just give a small impression of what his experience in China was, and what he thinks the potential for cooperation is in the near future.
Yes, thank you, Alfonso. Yeah, I will say it was really a pleasure to work in China, specifically in HDU. I think we did a very great job together with Professor Chen and all the people on the lab in HDU. It was an excellent job. I think HDU and Tec de Monterrey together, you can be sure we built in less than 5 months one of the most developed remote facilities, not in China or in Mexico, but worldwide, to have facilities for all students and professors wherever they are in the world. And I think it is a very great beginning. We can work together. I know you can see that what we have built, and I'm sure we can work together in the future, and we can make very great things.
Thank you, Manuel. It's really a very emotional experience. I think it's also for you to have seen this first project go from just an idea, from a seed, to a real thing, working thing. And Mr. Wang, he just said it's expanding. It's going to be in Tibet even. So this is a really fulfilling thing. And it was just our first project. There are several other projects that we have been starting right now. They became a little bit slow because of the crisis. But as Mr. Macias was saying, it's just a start. He's in the area of technology for education, but we have also been talking for things regarding AI, e-commerce, biotechnology, medical, and healthcare. So these are all things which are not only important, but they're fundamental, they're necessary for the next century. And I think we all can agree that by working together and generating knowledge together is the only way forward, not just for China, just for Mexico, but for humanity. So on behalf of the Mexico-China Center, I would like to thank you very much for your time. All our guests there in Mexico, all our guests here in China. We will conclude with a local signing ceremony here, but for now, we will just sign off. And we will be connecting again this Thursday and Friday for showing you some of our new projects for China. Next week, we will have four discussion panels where we will be talking about Latin America and China cooperation, innovation ideas, and other topics. So we will be having people from Mexico, China, and even other countries participating. Keep tuned because there's much more to come. And again, on behalf of the Mexico-China Center, on behalf of Tec de Monterrey, I thank you all for your time.
Thank you. And Alfonso, we need to take that at the final photo.
Yes. Picture. Are we going to take a, you mean like this picture from the screen, or?
Yeah, you take a picture from the screen and we take a picture from our screen.
Okay. Okay, then so.
Bueno, Carla la toma. Carla, please to take the
Everybody, team. Yes, it's okay. It's okay.
Pues la está tomando con el teléfono, no como tú, chao.
Listo. It's okay.
New way of taking pictures on the 21st century. Okay, Ambassador Lorena Larios, thank you very much for being here with us today. Mr. Leonardo Álvarez.
Un gusto.
Thank you very much for your time. Everybody, the team in Mexico, in Tec de Monterrey, thank you very much. And well, this is just the opening of this whole event. So we'll be talking again very soon for the upcoming talks. Okay.
Gracias.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning, good evening.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much.